What's up, YouTube? This is going to be a updated review of JamPlay, and I have an older review that, it's about a year old, that I've linked in the video description. So if you want to check that out, that's going to be more of a full rundown. But this, I just kind of want to give you guys some highlights going into the 2021 holiday season. Just going to show you kind of what is new and what's been going on with this site. They made some changes, and one of the first things that I did want to mention is that if you go all the way down here, you'll notice that the support address now is TrueFire Studios. And for those that don't know, JamPlay was actually bought out by TrueFire. TrueFire bought JamPlay and ArtistWorks. Um, so that's basically under. I assume this is some kind of an LLC form called TrueFire Studios, and that's basically where JamPlay exists now. They haven't changed anything about the site. Like the site still looks pretty much the same. They've just kind of done your typical updates. They have a new homepage and stuff like that. Nothing's really changed, but I think that is noteworthy for people who are thinking about, maybe doing TrueFire or Guitar Tricks or JamPlay or whatever. TrueFire now owns JamPlay, and those are kind of both under the same umbrella now. But that really shouldn't change anything about your experience. So we're going to log in, have an affiliate account here I can log in with, and I can just kind of show you guys what is new. So where JamPlay has really been kind of making their living lately is with these new courses that they've been releasing, and you can just kind of follow them on your home page. Some of the really intriguing ones they've highlighted here. Tim Stewart has a great course. Stephanie Bradley's is really good. We've reviewed those. Phil Kagi has a course on here, and then what ends up happening is, like, if you go into the kind of the structures they've set up, so like, let's see if we can find, you go into skill based, speed and technique. There is Stephanie Bradley's course, so it becomes part of kind of the core JamPlay structure, so you don't have to just find it like on the home page. They get interspersed, kind of properly placed in these filters here. Here's Michael Palmisano's improvisation course. He's an excellent teacher, and so his course, while it's highlighted on the home page, it does get worked into kind of their lesson plan. But everything is mostly the same as it has been in the past. If you look at the older review that I've linked, I'll cover all this a little bit deeper, but it's still kind of the same basic idea. You have bass and guitar, and then if you click on the guitar beginner section, you're going to have a section for acoustic, and then a separate section for electric guitar. And I'm not sure what they're doing. Things are a little bit wonky with their design. They have like just some oddly placed elements here. But basically, you are going to be able to pick your topic, and then you go down and you can select different instructors for different topics. It's pretty intuitive, pretty simple, and like I said, none of that's really new. That's just kind of what they've been doing all along. In genres and skills, you have, and I've already gone into some of this, you have the same kind of thing. So if you want to learn a specific skill, as I've already said in my last review, JamPlay is it's going to be better for, sort of like picking your spot and learning something in particular. I wouldn't recommend it necessarily for a beginner who just kind of wants to go through one thing at a time in chronological order. This is going to let you jump around a little bit. And you can really see that here in the skills section, where they just have a lot of different content that is not necessarily ordered in any particular way, but it's there kind of as a standalone course. And I would expect, since TrueFire bought these guys out, I would expect that that's going to get probably more emphasized as they develop content, because that's sort of how TrueFire is built. They have individual courses that are kind of autonomous, that aren't necessarily related to one another, that aren't built in order. But that's pretty much still what JamPlay is doing. They've said to me a couple times now that they were going to work on their song section, and then I've heard conflicting information about whether or not they really want to push that. Obviously, Guitar Tricks is kind of like the big one when it comes to licensed video song lessons. But JamPlay has expressed to me, some of the people there have said like, yeah, we were planning to really beef up the song section, and as far as I can tell, that just hasn't happened yet. I mean, they kind of still have the several. I think they have several hundred here. I mean, it's not a lot, and they have a lot of Beatles songs. For what it's worth, if you're into Beatles, there's a ton of that. Um, but yeah, it just kind of is the same. There are maybe, I don't know. I'm bad at estimating numbers, but maybe 300 or so, maybe a little more. Um, and that's just kind of hasn't changed. So I think that's pretty much the the gist of what is new with this program. It's still our top recommendation for intermediate players, and it's really because of the. Let me see if I can go to the new courses section. Let's see. Where can I find? They used to make it really easy to find, and now it's a little bit. I just want to like view all of the new courses. Why do they make that hard? So I mean, like these are several here. So like if you click on like Tim Stewart's course, you get taken right to. They used to have splash pages for these, but you can just kind of see all the content here. And these are fairly long courses. But if you go to, let's see if I can, archived courses, active courses. Yeah, they have some live stuff they do every once in a while. I haven't used that. Um, there's, honestly plenty of stuff to get into without getting into the live material. Let's see. Yeah, okay, so this is a good spot. These artist series, Sarah Longfield, her course is a new one. Um, let's see who else. I think Aaron Marshall is a newer has a newer course on here. Let's see. There's Phil Kagi. I think Yvette Young. But no, see, this isn't everyone. Gets you some of them, but and that's always kind of the hard thing about organizing material like this is it can be hard to figure out how to find what you want to find. Um, but most of it's here and it's fairly easy to get to. So I think if you're an intermediate, that's typically where we recommend JamPlay is for someone who's kind of in the middle of their journey learning guitar, and particularly if you want to kind of focus in on a singular area, and if you're not really as concerned about having an ordered lesson plan, JamPlay is still a really good choice. They're, still doing their thing. I'd say going into the 2021 holiday season, they are still pretty reliable, a pretty good option. So we're going to link to a free trial in the video description if you want to check that out. That helps us out a little bit. But, by and large, we just think it's a great program, and we recommend it because we've used it and have tested it, and know the people that have created it. So hopefully this is helpful. If you guys could give it a like and a subscribe, and if you got questions, just hit the comment section below, and I'll jump in as help out as much as I can. So catch you guys next time.